Hey, what is up guys, GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Honkai Star Rail video. Now I know a lot of you guys are really excited for the day 1 official launch of Honkai Star Rail, and I am personally very excited as well. Now hopefully as a CBT player twice for CBT 2 and CBT 3, I'll be able to give you guys a little bit of hints or tips moving forward on how to progress or what are the mistakes to avoid on day 1. With that being said, let's jump into it. Now first things first, this is something that probably you have heard a lot of players have mentioned before. Do not build the same elements, at least on the early on in the game. Now by doing so, you are potentially breaking your account, because a lot of mobs will have shield where you're gonna need to have the same element with the shield to break the shield to do more damage ideally. But the truth is, if you bring like multiple elements in the same party, you're gonna run into the issue where you might lack the elements to be able to deal with the enemies that you're faced against. So something to keep in mind is whenever you are building a team, you don't want to build multiple ice elements. So one example that I can give you guys is, for example, Japart. So let's say you got Japart and then you have March 7th. So I would highly consider only one of these two characters, at least early on. Sure, later on you can consider building multiple same elements, but early on you're gonna struggle with materials, so that's where you want to try to pick and choose wisely. So yeah, the best advice that I can give you guys is try to have a full party of different elements. For example, 1 fire, 1 wind. Now the easiest one is going to be March 7 for ice element, and then you have something like Danheng for wind element, the main MC which is going to be physical, and then you have one more that you can preferably choose either from Serval being a lightning or Estar being a fire type. Those are the free options, or even Natasha. Natasha is going to be physical, but she doesn't really clash with the MC physical because she's much more of a healer and she'll be healing most of the time. Now tip number 2 that I have for you guys is going to be the farming mobs daily. Now keep in mind, this is something that I encourage you guys, or I urge you guys to do every single day. Now by farming these mobs, you're going to get materials for your character to basically power them up in either their skills, their talents, etc. So these are going to be very crucial. So if you have spare time after you're done with the dailies, of course, consider doing that. Farm every single day, go to every single map, try to find any of the mobs so that you can just clean them up, just auto through them and get the drops. Now next up is going to be for the Battle Pass missions. Now I'm sure you guys are aware of this thing called the dailies. Alright, so Honkai Star Rail is going to be a gacha game, so definitely there's going to be dailies as well. But besides the dailies, one thing that I don't see much players talking about is going to be the Battle Pass missions. So this is something that you also want to consider checking out. There'll be Battle Pass daily missions. There's also the weekly ones that you do not want to miss out on. So this is something that's very important to progress thoroughly in your battle pass, something that you want to look into and try to do the task every single day. Sure, there's some space for you to miss out on, but ideally you want to pay attention to those as well. It's going to help you as a free-to-play player. Every single reward right there that you obtain is going to help you in your account progression. Now next up is going to be the Relics. So Relics is going to be similar to artifacts from Genshin. So this is going to be not to be confused with the Light Cone, which is the weapons equivalent. So Relics is something that you farm every single day from the dungeon. Now you can also obtain some of these from the chest that you open in the world. Definitely there are blue ones, there are purple ones, 3-star, 4-star. So something that I have been doing in my CBT, a mistake that I've thoroughly experienced, is I choose not to power up my 3-star relics as much, and that is definitely going to break your account. So you want to consider progressively just power up your 3-star relics. It's going to take a while before you can get the 4-star relics with good substats. So if you get any good ones for 3-star with good substats, consider powering them up. So what do I mean by good substats? Ideally you want to look for something like crit rate, crit damage percent, or even attack percent. So those are going to help you to boost your damage for your damage dealers. And as for your tanks or healers, you can also look at the HP stat. So that's something that you can consider. There's also a particular stat to help you to break shield easier. I think it's called the break effect if I'm not mistaken. So that's also something that you can also consider giving to some of your characters. It's definitely going to help you out a ton. Now the next tip I have for you guys is regarding the Eidolon. Now this is something that I think a lot of players need to take note of. So Eidolon is going to be what is equivalent of Constellation in Genshin. So in Honkai Star Rail, Eidolon is going to be your dupes. Now essentially you want to plan as well. I know at least in the early on, most of us are just looking at the 5-star banner or 5-star characters. Now that's definitely going to be something that's much more exciting to majority of the players for sure. But here's the thing, a lot of 4-star characters are going to be stronger than 5-star characters if you have the Eidolons. It might take a while, but if you can get up to E1 or E6 of certain characters, some of their potential will definitely get unlocked easier. Now there are a few notable ones that I can remember. For example, one is going to be for Dan Heng right here. So Dan Heng is going to be a free 4-star character that every player obtained early on. If you look at this guy's Eidolon, which is the duplicates, you can see an Eidolon 1 when the enemy currently being targeted has HP greater than or equal to 50%, so Dan Heng's crit rate increased by 15%. So this is at E1, so if you get one dupe, he's gonna have bonus 15% crit rate if the enemy is 50% HP or above. Now this is going to be kind of an insane skill if you think about it, because having a bonus crit rate stat of 15% is going to, you know, be a game changer in most cases. If you can crit, you just do more damage generally, right? And then you can see right here for the E3, so Eidolon 3 is going to be something similar to Genshin. E3 and E5 just improves the skill +2 and ultimate +2. But the E4 is also going to make Dan Heng extremely broken. So whenever he uses his ultimate to defeat an enemy, so if he's able to get rid of an enemy, Dan Heng's next action is advance forward by 100%. So this just puts him, he's able to move twice in a row if you plan him accordingly to be able to kill the enemy with his ultimate skill. So this unlocks like a next level potential for him, but in particular, right? One more character is going to be something like Serval, for example. Now this is something that if you can, I would highly recommend to try to invest on her. You are going to get Serval for free for 1 copy from pre-registering, so that's going to be, you know, somewhat something that everyone will be getting. But if you can get her dupes, that's going to be where she shines. Now let's see if I can show it to you guys. At Eidolon 1, alright, Serval's basic attack deals lightning damage equal to 60% of a basic attack damage to a random enemy adjacent to the basic attack target. So this doesn't seem that broken, but look at the E6 for her, alright, the Eidolon 6. This is where it's really strong. When Serval's energy is at 50% or higher, alright, her basic attack and skill damage is increased by 20%. Now 20% increase in damage overall from skills and your basic attack, that's just insane. Alright, that just unlocks a whole new level, considering that Serval is an AoE character. It's going to be really strong for her ideally. So definitely do not sleep on dupes for a lot of these characters, or Eidolons, that's what it's called in Honkai Star Rail. Definitely they are going to be even stronger than some of the 5 stars that you obtain that has 0 dupes yet. So yeah, with that being said, that's gonna be it for this video. Let me know what you guys think of all 5 of these tips. Hopefully this will be able to help you guys to enjoy the game better, or to try to min-max, at least not repeat any of these mistakes on day 1. I hope to see you guys in the next video. I'll be live streaming Honkai Star Rail shortly when it's available, and doing the watch party for the stream as well. So yeah, if you guys want to tune in, make sure you guys hop in into the stream or on my Twitch channel. I'll have the link in the description below. As always, subscribe, have a nice day, and goodbye.